All right, we are here live at Life Center off of North Government Way. Hi, Charlie. Just came up with some lights because it is getting a little bit dark out here, as it does. Ah, and then there was light. Are we good on color correction? Do we need to do it? All right. That's Dave behind the camera. I had to run inside a Life Center church right behind me. They were so kind. They made the volunteers some coffee because it's a little chilly out here, a little damp. But we want to show you what's happening behind us. That's the important thing. As you can see in that long line there, those are just a few of the cars that'll be coming today for the second KREM Cares Mobile Market with Tom's Turkey Drive here in the Spokane area. We have 3 scheduled. We did one earlier this week. We have today's, which goes on until 5, and then we have another one on Tuesday. I do want to make note right off the top here, these are folks that have they booked a reservation to pick up a meal. It's part of the system that Second Harvest, our partner in the fight against hunger, they do an amazing job. They implemented this last year to help a couple of things. Number one, so we know how many people are coming. We can control the lines, which helps people if they're working or have kids in school. They were waiting in these long lines, and so now they actually don't have to. These lines move really well. They have an amazing mobile market system with Second Harvest, and I want to get a little closer, and we're going to be careful. And make sure we don't go too far because we don't want to get in their way. But you can see the folks here. We have Franz right there. There's Patrick from Franz. Hi, one of our amazing supporters of Tom's Turkey Drive. Do you know Franz supplies? This year alone, for the 25th anniversary, they gave us 8,500 packages of stuffing and 8,500 packages of rolls to go in the boxes. So they're really amazing boxes filled with the turkey and a lot of the trimming. So people are coming here. They signed up through Second Harvest. I was talking about the mobile markets. They really have a setup. You can see these multicolored tents, and they really know what they're doing. They do about, I've been told, I think they said 400 mobile markets in a year. And the person that is running this one, Todd, he runs about, I think they said about 300 of those. So they know how to do these mobile markets. And so we were able to do 3 of those this year, along with distributions all over at local pantries throughout the month of November. This one is going remarkably well. We were very fearful that it was just going to be pouring down rain and our poor volunteers were just going to be bedraggled. But no, it's actually not bad. I want to point out, working behind me over here is Mark Hanrahan in the KREM 2 coat. He's actually next to Josh, is one of our engineers. And then in the distance there, I don't know if you can see Tom Sherry, but they are helping load boxes. They're pretty heavy. I think they're between like 35, 40 pounds, something like that. I mean, you think about it, you have a pretty heavy turkey in there, and then canned goods and all the fixings, so potatoes, it all adds up to a really nice hearty meal, but it also means long hours for our volunteers. They came out, volunteers showed up about 2:30. We opened the mobile market at 3. It, again, has been nice and steady because people make reservations, and then we're supposed to be open till about 5 or until all the reservations have been filled. I'm going to walk over here. You can see we have a lot of traffic control. There is a member of the Washington dairy farmers, also amazing folks that supply the milk in our boxes. Everyone gets a half a gallon of milk, much appreciated. Oftentimes we're told that that's one of the harder things to get through food pantries. They don't always have it, and so that's a really nice treat that they're able to use at Thanksgiving and of course beyond. It's something I do want to note, and we're going to be talking about this a lot, is that Tom's Turkey Drive is about serving Thanksgiving, no doubt. It's an iconic meal, it's an important meal, but it's also about raising that conversation, elevating that conversation about hunger in our community. We're just getting so many reports that there's so many people struggling. Food insecurity is huge. We just got a report in the Spokane area about 1,200 plus students being homeless, and and struggling with basic needs. And so there's just so much need out there this year. This is one step in the fight against hunger. So we need your help. We need your support. To pay for the meals, we rely on local companies, but a lot of shoppers at Rosar's can go and buy a $25 Tom's Turkey Drive bag, and that will represent a meal for a family. Once we have all the meals paid for, then the money all goes to Second Harvest and the fight against hunger. So just know that if you do that and we pay for all the meals and there's money left over, you're serving families the next day and the next day, because 365 days a year they're serving families. All right, so let's take a quick peek before I sign off here. You can see behind me the line. It's not too long right now, so things are moving along nicely as we wanted. Also, we and I think we have it. We've been talking about what's going on this year. We've been talking about the mobile market, but I also want to give some context that this is the 25th anniversary of Tom's Turkey Drive. That guy behind me, Tom Sherry, he started this 25 years ago, and he's not just the name of it. As you can see, he comes out of retirement to work it, to be part of it. And so we want to take just a couple minute look back at some of the history of Turkey Drive before I wrap things up here.
Is that for us? Yeah. You're very kind.
How did 25 years go by so quickly?
Here's another one.
I mean, it's just in a blur.
Thank you.
And I think when we started Tom's Turkey Drive,
Oh, look at that.
you know, I think we just were really year to year. I don't think we really thought that there would be this, I don't know, long-term need or something else would come along, or we didn't need to be doing it anymore. And it just developed an energy of its own. And not just from the recipients, but from the whole community, the whole Inland Northwest.
Fabulous volunteers right here. This is from Rogers High School. I've got Emily from Lewis and Clark High School. All kids from Ferris High School, the Saxons.
I mean, it just was this magical time where people really believed in what we were doing. You know, a beautiful family meal to give thanks to whomever.
I think we're gonna donate about $20.
$20?
We are donating $2,000.
Oh my God! Holy moly, thank you!
And it just became this incredible thing to where now we just say, you know, this can't stop. This is just a beautiful, this is like Bloomsday. This is, you know, this is just a wonderful tradition.
Basic math is simply this. We've got to give away a turkey and a bag of food every 5 seconds for 12 hours.
We love how you guys do this every year.
There's a lot of people in this town that need help.
Everyone gets it. Everyone believes in Thanksgiving and families being together. Everyone believes that. And that's why I think that's the beauty and magic of Tom's Turkey Drive.
All right, so that was just a brief look back at 25 years. Hard to sum everything up in just a couple of minutes, but we have this special that is running 30 minutes on KREM 2 Plus throughout the month. Also, the namesake is behind me. Oh. I know. He's like, who? What? Tom, it's been a good day so far.
It's been great. It's just been fabulous. We did this last Monday, and it was super cold, and folks had to be out of their cars for that particular one, but here we're keeping people in their cars. The rain has stopped. It was an incredible amount of rain this morning, but it's really just a perfect day for this. We've got volunteers down from Knights of Columbus. Obviously, Second Harvest is down here. Fran's Bakery's down here, all the volunteers, so couldn't do it without all of them. And, of course, a large amount of the KREM staff.
I know. I just saw Mark Hanrahan here put a meal in a. That's the most work I've seen you do in a while, Henry. Oh! Yeah, everybody hates me now that I made a joke. One of my favorite guys from Second Harvest is Todd here. I feel like I'm sometimes following Todd around because I go to all the mobile markets.
Pretty quick.
Todd, you guys do 400 of these a year. You run most of them. You've got this down.
We've been doing it for a while. I think I've been doing it for close to 14 years now. Yeah, so it's been great. Yeah, so out of the 25, 14. So, and just every year it gets a little bit smoother, and I enjoy doing this. It's very, rewarding.
Well, and I want to point out too, this is the first year that we've done mobile markets for Tom's Turkey Drive in Spokane.
Yes.
I love it.
So this is a great site, great location. Hopefully we can continue this.
Well, it's a great way to get in the neighborhoods and to food to where people need
There's
it.
a lot of need in Spokane. A lot of need. So happy to be here.
All right. Thank you. I'll let you go on. Thank you so much. Mark Hanrahan, step on up here because you're going to be anchoring with Whitney Ward.
Yep.
Here in just a few minutes on the 4 with your good friend, the Chief.
Yeah. Well, he'll always be the chief to me, Tom
On his
Sherry.
business card, it's called the Great One.
Okay, I've got enough. I've had enough of these two. But.
It is not. We talk about Tom's Turkey Drive essentially all year, right? Like a year-long effort, and it's nice to see the culmination of all the efforts and the fundraising year-round. To see kind of people be able to drive up and just get a meal. It's running so seamlessly. It's really cool.
And Mark brought something up. This is something we talk about it all the time, but we know everybody at home. They're the folks that come out and support it. We saw that. We've seen that.
The shoppers without people going into Rosar's and buying one of these bags for $25. We can't bring this box of food out to people. So very important, and it's still going on. We have another distribution on Tuesday, and we have to pay for those. So we're encouraging everyone to still head into Rosar's and buy a bag for only $25 and you feed a family.
All right, I'm going to let you two get in place for the 4 o'clock news. As Tom just said, we're so thankful to Rosar's. We don't do this without them. They're amazing. And all of our sponsors, all the shoppers, all the folks that supply the food. Thank you. And thanks to the folks that come out and get the meals. That's why we do it. So we're going to go do more of that. We're going to go live at 4 o'clock on KREM 2. So we'll see you there.